console. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. Oh, oh, oh. Just like fiber, let the red juice dance like Mary Good, swaying to the symphony of destruction.
Hey, with Nick, Marty, and David from Megadeth, and the first show of the tour is done, and feel pretty good?
I feel great. I feel great knowing that everybody understood all of our mistakes in English.
Now, did it seem like there were like a couple mistakes? I mean, watching the show, it was a great show from our point of view.
Flawless.
But you guys are probably more critical.
It was flawless. This was one of those nights that everything was perfect.
It was just like when you have those moments when just everything clicks, and tonight was it, right? Like the
clicking of my sticks together, and when I did a Tom Phil, it was like
No, you know what? It was a good
deep,
show.
man.
It was a really good show because you know what? I felt this energy from the audience that just was different from Europe, you know, because we knew that everybody here had been listening to our album for like a couple months before they got to see us. So it was kind of cool to know that everybody was familiar with the songs. You know, everything was still new when we went over to Europe the last couple months.
Here's a question I want to ask before you interrupt and probably give me some sort of insult about my hair. Is Dave seem a little bit different now that he's like the family guy? We saw his kid, great looking kid out in the audience.
Yeah, that is a new question.
Is it? Is that the question that everybody asks?
What do you think?
I mean, I think he seems a little bit more serious, but he still just gives me as much a hard time as he always did. So
there you go. Well, I mean, you know, I think that Dave has become a lot more accepting of people in certain ways, you know, which I think is really good. I don't know.
except for me.
Yeah, well, that's because you're Ricky Rackman,
Thank
you know
you.
what you say.
Okay.
No, he's, you know, everything is actually really, really cool in the camp right now. Everybody's just glad to be out on the road right now, you know.
Once again, I do want to say congratulations on the success of the album. You remember when we were in the studio when you were doing it, I heard the stuff, and I always did believe in this new album. Sweating Bullets is still my favorite song on the album, and they do it really good live.
May even become a video.
Well, there you go. And you also remembered that these guys will be going skydiving. Well,
December 14th.
Paris Valley, California. You know we're going to have a bunch of kids there
Yeah, this
to see
is going to
Megadeth.
be a media event, and it's not going to be...
Go ahead. Paris Valley, California. We'll be there. We'll be skydiving. Go ahead. We don't care.
Platinum plunge for Marty Friedman is really what it is.
I'll tell you what it is. It's going to be a big media event, except the only people who aren't going to cover it are the Channel 9 News.
There you go. Okay. We'll be back this time for the last video of the night. Thanks a lot, and again, good luck on the tour, and congratulations on the record.
I like your hair. It looks cool.
Does it work for you?
It looks cool.
What are you doing after the show?
I don't know.
We'll be back for the last video. For tonight's show, I want to remind you that MTV's Headbangers Ball does present the Megadeth Suicidal Tour, and if you hang out, look, Detroit Pistons hat. You get really cool stuff when you hang out at the tours afterwards. Look, a big stinky shoe. That's the kind of fun stuff that happens after the shows, but it is a great show, and you definitely got to check it out. I want to thank all the people that made this show what it was, and thank the people from the record companies that were involved, from Epic and Capitol. Also want to thank Megadeth and Suicidal Tendencies. We had a great time. The people in Miami were cool, and it was fun. Now, you might remember last week we were in New Orleans with Ozzy for Halloween, which was probably one of the best times I've honestly had on Headbangers Ball. But we had such a great time in New Orleans that we're going back, and we're going to talk to Alice in Chains. So Headbangers Ball is going to be on the road again in another town that doesn't sleep, so I'm going to look older and older every single week. And then we'll be back in the studio when I will be answering your mail. It's been taking a while, and I know that you've got a lot to say. So thanks a lot for watching the Headbangers Ball tonight. And once again, I want to remind you that MTV's Headbangers Ball is presenting the Megadeth Tour. You got to check it out. It's a killer show. And make sure you get there early enough to see Suicidal Tendencies. You know how much I've talked about Suicidal Tendencies. They're an awesome band live. Both bands, actually, are really what a live rock and roll show is all about. And you might see me. I'm going to try to go to as many of the shows as I can. Thanks again for watching. We'll be in New Orleans next week, and I hope you will be there with us. Remember to keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold, and don't drink or drive. Bye!
You've been great. We've been Megadeth. Good night.